This is Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 19. It says, Therefore thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, if thou return, then will I bring thee again. And if thou shalt stand before me, and if thou take forth the precious from the vial, thou shalt be as my mouth. Let them return unto thee, but return not thou unto them. When I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, when I give double honors to the apostles of great men who not rule well, salutations to the men of the hopeful and saints elect. This is Makazar from ClothedInDoctrine&Truth. Just want to, do a little edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this video will be the separation. Because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, since he came from the last, in the last 2,000 years ago, the Lord came as what? As a separatist. Alright, the Lord talked about them that were made in vain. And what the Lord doing? The Lord separating those that he wants from them that he don't want. Alright? This is what the Lord doing. As he said here, he says, and if thou take forth the precious from the vial. Who is the precious? The precious is the elect. Alright? 144,000. Alright? The Lord separating the precious from the vial. The vial is 2/3 of our people that are going to be destroyed because of their wickedness. These were preordained to be destroyed. Alright? This is This is Amos chapter 9 verse 9. It says, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet not the least grain shall fall on the earth. So the Lord coming to sift the house of Israel. And the ones that are going to remain, when you're using a sifter, where do you sift? And, they separate the wanted, you separate the corn from the husks. All right? So, when you separate, like with a winnowing fan, when you sift the corn in the air, the wind will blow away the chaff, and you have, the fine grain remain. And that is what the Lord coming to do. The Lord coming to separate the house of Israel, separate the 2/3 from the 1/3. All right? Because in the 1/3, they have 144,000 men. But the 1/3 made up of other women and children. All right? The Lord coming to separate the ones that he wants from the ones that he don't want. And the Lord doing that right now. By what? By his word. All right? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai using the doctrine as a sifting agent right now. But in the times when the Lord shows his face, then he gonna thoroughly separate and clean the house of Jacob. He gonna burn up the chaff. All right? He gonna burn up the chaff. This is Ezekiel chapter 20. All right? Verse 35. It says, And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. And I will, as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I will purge out from among you the rebels. And the Lord using the words. Hence you see every year, men before and out of the truth. Because why? Because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai purging and he basically trimming the flock. All right, just like you groom a tree, the wild leaves, you cut them off to groom the tree to grow, perfectly. This is what the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai doing right now. All right, and I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me, the separation, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, so if you want to enter into that kingdom, you better do what is right. Because right now, what the Lord doing is separating the wicked from the righteous. And you don't want to be a part of that wicked number. All right, the Lord doing a separation right now, and using the word as a separating agent. So you have to believe thoroughly in this doctrine. All right, the scripture said, neither doubt. For if you doubt, guess what then? You wouldn't be a part of the righteous number. This is Luke 12, verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right, because that is what the Lord coming to do. The Lord came to do that back then. He used the word to separate the people that he don't want. Because this, what the scripture said, there was contention because of him. Because some said that he was a good man, and others said nay, but he deceived the people. All right, there was much division because of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, because of the doctrine. And even in these last days, there's division because of the doctrine. And the reason why there's division because of the doctrine is because the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai set it this way. When we preach this word, we seem like madmen to people out here. All right? We seem like madmen, but only the elect will understand this word. The scripture said the righteous shall understand, but the wicked shall not understand. So the Lord used this word. The scripture said what? The Lord had chosen the foolish things of the earth to confound the things that are wise. The Lord using the word as a separating agent. Because that is what the Lord doing right now, causing a great separation in the house of Israel. All right? Because the Lord only wants what? The grape, the cluster, the grape. All right? That is what the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai wants. All right? This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations. And the nations will be what? Israel from out all nations. And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. So the kingdom was prepared for the elect from since the foundation of the world. It says, for I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hunger, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these, of least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. And guess what? That's, when we go out and we wake up the elect, but also when the Lord send the fishers out, and the 130, they take care of the prophets. Just like when the Lord sent his disciples out without script, without change of clothes, without money, and the people took care of them. That is the 1/3 taking care of the elect. All right. So the 1/3 is the body of Yahweh Shai. You shall know them, my disciples, for the love that they have one to another. All right. So the love that they show for one another shows the separation, because the 2/3 will not help the elect. All right. The scripture says good is set against evil. And the word is the great separating agent. And that is what's setting the mark according to Ezekiel 9. So in the end of time, when the angels come, the ones that don't receive this mark through the doctrine is the ones that are going to be destroyed. We read pursuing to Revelation, I believe it's Revelation 14, when the angel are going to cast in his sickle. That's going to be the end result of his separation. All right, because there's what the Lord doing right now, separating. So make sure you stand on the right side. Alright, and this is the final precept here. This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 49. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and he shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Alright, the Lord gonna destroy them during World War III. And when he comes, pursuant to Isaiah 66 and 15, he coming to send his own fire. Alright? That's how the Lord gonna do. He gonna burn the chaff up. He gonna burn the chaff but keep the corn. Alright? So right now we laboring to enter into that rest, that we could be on the righteous team, and not on the team that's gonna be destroyed. Alright? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shimei, and Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great men, so not rule well. The salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from the Trinidad camp saying Shalom. Stay strong.